In the quiet town of Springfield, Missouri, a young girl lived a life that seemed unlike any other. To outsiders, she was a fighter, but a tangled web of deceit was hidden beneath the surface. This is the true story of Gypsy Rose Blanchard.
So I'm about ready to tell you, and you need to tell me. Okay. Your mom's dead. Okay. Now, what I want to ask you. Wait, your mom's passed away. Okay, and she's deceased. All right. Now, what I want to ask you, did you have involvement in this? Okay.
Gypsy Rose was often seen in her wheelchair, her face covered with a surgical mask. Her mother, Dee Dee Blanchard, told everyone that Gypsy was battling several serious conditions.
Asthma, epilepsy, hearing impaired, vision impaired, fed with a feeding tube, paralyzed from the waist down, slow, so retardation.
They received donations and even a house from Habitat for Humanity. It seemed like a heartbreaking story of a mother's love for her sick child, but this perception was far from the truth.
What eventually came out fairly quickly was that it was a scam.
A scam the mother had been pulling off apparently for years as a way to trick sympathetic people and charities out of hundreds of thousands of dollars. The wheelchair's just a prop.
Munchausen by proxy involves a caregiver who either feigns or actually induces illness in her children, and her goal is some kind of emotional gratification.
As Gypsy grew older, she started to question things. The illnesses she was told she had didn't match how she felt. Despite her growing doubts, speaking out seemed impossible. Her mother was always watching. Gypsy turned to the internet. There, she met Nicholas Godejohn. As their online relationship grew deeper, Gypsy started seeing Nicholas as more than just a friend.
She was talking about this new guy that she was now in love with, and that they had met on a Christian dating site, and that they were already planning on naming their children after him.
She started to believe that he might be her chance to change her life. Together, they started planning, but their plan was dangerous.
Did Gypsy know that you were going to kill her mother?
Honestly, she asked me to.
Their online messages showed their plan to end Dee Dee's life one night in June 2015. As police started their investigation, Gypsy's story captured national attention. Her trial had opened her life. In court, people's perceptions shifted. Some felt sympathy for her. Others struggled to reconcile the Gypsy they thought they knew with the evidence presented.
Bill did not want to believe that she could walk when they showed her on the news. That's not who we knew.
Receiving a 10-year sentence was the beginning of a new phase in her life. From here, she could start on a path towards personal redemption and growth. Confined by prison walls, she began to heal from her past. It reminds us that the most profound struggles are sometimes hidden from view. Today, Gypsy Rose remains behind bars. She's expected to step back into the world on December 28, 2023. As she prepares for a new beginning, her story stands as an example of the strength that can be found through survival.